One local teenager has taken it upon herself to do something very grown up. And now this senior from Lincoln High School is getting national recognition. Later this week, she'll receive the Peacemaker Award. Greg Bledsoe sat down with this really inspiring young woman.
I have to empty my inbox like 3 times a day.
At first glance, LaChanae McAfee is a typical 17-year-old. Counting the days till graduation.
Bye-bye.
Thinking she's ready for the real world.
Mom, I'm gonna say that.
Typical, however, is not the word LaChanae's mom would use.
It would probably be overachiever.
Queen of the formal ball, cheerleading, basketball, student government, and still making time for her family.
Who are you going to the mall with?
Her most impressive extracurricular activity, however, may be the most difficult one to talk about.
I didn't believe it.
Donnell Davis and Brandon Johnson, 2 childhood friends LaChanae hasn't seen in a year.
They're coming home from the bowling alley, and someone pulled on the side of the car and shot them and killed them.
They weren't gang members, they weren't troublemakers, they were victims of an all too common problem in this community.
When I say stop the violence, you all say increase the peace.
Which is why LaChanae decided to organize this rally.
We're here today because our community is broken.
There was people that I had never seen before. Like, the police really got involved. Churches really got involved.
Today is the day we're going to demand peace.
A lot of people were out looking for retaliation and stuff, and like a lot of the same people actually showed up. And I think it made a difference because there wasn't retaliation.
It took a child, it took a 16-year-old to try to bridge the gap in the community and make us one.
And for 9 months, it really seemed like it had worked until Lincoln High School students gathered again.
We need to come together to get some sense of direction.
This time for Monique Palmer, a 17-year-old straight-A senior, the leader of a student anti-violence group, gunned down while walking home from a party.
She would have graduated with me this year.
It's frustrating for LaChanae. In fact, the same day we did this interview, 2 miles away, a 21-year-old woman was shot and killed after an argument at a birthday party.
All the stuff started all over again.
So what now?
We keep trying.
Because also on that same day, we found this.
Southeast needs peace.
Others who keep trying, like LaChanae, hoping their message gets through.
Because I think they're tired of losing their family and their friends.
God gave me a daughter that was built for peacemaking.
Making peace, however, can be tough for just one person. So before this overachieving, bar-raising 17-year-old leaves for college, she's lining up her successors to help her redefine what typical means to their community.
I know they all look up to me,
16 years old, the reason why we're here.
and they expect me to set good examples, even when no one else does.
And LaChanae is here with us this afternoon, along with Ashley Virtue with the National Conflict Resolution Center. Thank you both for being with us.
Thank you.
Wow, what inspires you to do this and to have this attitude, do you think?
I think my inspiration came from my big brother, Willie G, and I see how much he gets involved with Operation Education. And my biggest motivation came from Donnell and Brandon, I think.
Well, you're going to be recognized in a pretty special way. Ashley, tell us about the award that she's getting.
Well, the first time I heard of LaChanae, it was when we were choosing the award, and what I really remember about her was that during the rally, she gathered the community and had them come up with a list of the issues that they were dealing with, and then a list of solutions. And really this idea of it comes from within. And so the Peacemaker Award is all about that. It's what we do at NCRC, thinking outside the box to come up with solutions. And it's tomorrow night at the San Diego Marriott Hotel and Marina.
And she shares the stage with some pretty impressive people, doesn't she?
She sure does. We're also honoring Senators George McGovern and Bob Dole for their International Food for Education and Child Nutrition program. So she will be on stage with some great people, but I think it's a great showcase that peacemaking happens on a national level and also in our own backyard.
Yeah, definitely. So what are your plans? You're a senior. What happens next?
Hopefully, I go to a school out of state, but I did get accepted in the SDSU, so if financially it doesn't happen, I think I'm going to stay here for 2 years and then transfer.
And do you think that conflict resolution is something in your future? You seem to be a natural at it, is why I asked.
I think when I come back because I plan to come back after college, but I want to major in journalism so I can take your job. And but I am going to always be a community activist.
Good for you. Well, congratulations on the award, and thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Susan?
Well, should teachers' salary be based in part on how well their students perform? It's a question that sparks heated debate. Just ahead, we'll explain why the president's education plan will move the issue front and center for San Diego County school districts. First, though, Rent Revisited. Two of the actors who helped make the production a Broadway success take the stage in San Diego, and they're here to talk